Is everybody listening to me? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
All right. So let us check. Instructions. Jorge, could you please read the instructions, please? Jorge, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, teacher. Number 6.
In 7, dear.
And okay, look at the expressions 1 to 6. Do we use them open, or close the conversations?
Okay, thank you. So this is what we are doing. We are simply analyzing these 6 sentences. And just to conclude, are they opening or closing sentences in a conversation? Ready? Well, here we go. Opinions. Alexis, Gael, Michelle, opinions. What do you think? Sentence number 1.
Opening.
All right. Thank you, Alexis. Anyone else?
Then number 2, C.
Okay. As closing. All right. Thank you, Gael. 3. Anyone else?
Oh,
Opening. Okay. In which one? Number 3, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Thank you. 4.
Closing.
Right. 5. Anybody?
I think it's closing.
Yeah, closing.
Okay. I really don't
Opening.
know. I really don't know. Remember that I will simply check the answers on the exercise. Okay, so let's check them all and let's see if they are correct. All right, bingo. So all of them are correct. Thank you. So that is the way we identify those sentences when writing paragraphs. Well, okay. Another thing, remember that we have check in this level is the use of those static and dynamic verbs. We have already seen the differences between dynamic and stative. And just for you to remember, dynamics are dynamic verbs, remember, are the ones that can be used in both, in continuous and simple. So that is the continuous. That is a characteristic for those. Okay, this one, for the dynamic. And it can be any verb that can be used in continuous or in simple. But what about the stative verbs? Which are the stative verbs? Does anybody remember? Which are they? Any idea?
No.
Like hate, love, that ones.
Okay,
No.
maybe. Okay, thank you. Any other stative verbs?
Understand. Need.
All right.
Refer.
Definitely. Okay. And remember that stative verbs, well, these are examples of stative verbs. But if we are trying to define them, we can probably say what? Stative verbs are verbs which are what? What is the main characteristic for these verbs? Verbs what? Verbs which are
Don't never change.
never change. Not really. Because you see, we can use them in present,
Never
past.
ing.
Right. Okay, so verbs which are never used in continuous, let's say, because then we will see that in ing, yes, it's also possible as a gerund. But in the continuous, that is important. Okay, that these verbs are not commonly used in a continuous form. So this is the main characteristic for the stative verbs. They are the verbs which are never used in a continuous form. Examples, yes, hate, like, know, understand, prefer, etc. Now, what happens, for example, because some people may say, well, hate, like, and then you may get confused with verbs followed by gerunds. Okay, remember that verbs followed by gerunds is a different thing. So they are certain verbs which are always followed by another verb ending in ing. For example, hate, like, prefer, enjoy, finish, start, etc. Even if you say imagine, imagine is a verb followed by gerund, and then I will give you one example. Admit, let's suppose, is another verb followed by gerund. Okay, these verbs may or may not be static. So this is not the point here. The point is that all of these verbs are usually followed by another verb ending in ing. Example, if I say the man never accepted robbing the bank. And here is a gerund. Look, here is a verb accept. Oh, well, this is admit, which is the same, accepted, but okay, because I mentioned admit, here it is. So the man never admitted robbing the bank. So you see, admit is a verb which is followed by another verb ending in ing. Exactly the same way you say, I hate drinking beer. Well, this is exactly the same. Hate is one of those verbs followed by another verb ending in ing. Is everybody following me? Yes, is it clear? Well, actually, this topic, verbs followed by gerunds, is a topic seen in level 3. It's not here in level 4. For me, is this, the stative verbs. But these verbs followed by gerund is a topic that you must have learned there in level 3. Well, but I am just refreshing your memory. This is what I am doing here, refreshing your memory. So could anybody please give me an example using I hate? An example you like, anybody? Only one? No. Yes, Jose Eduardo. Could you please give us an example using I hate?
It could be I hate swimming in a cold pool.
Okay.
Or I hate cooking my food in the morning.
Not only you, dear. Not only you. Okay, I hate cooking my food in the morning. We prefer getting takeout, right? I hate cooking my food
Yes.
in the morning. Yes, Uber Eats is ready. Yes, we prefer, most of us. It's a very good example. Let's put it here. Most of us, I am pretty sure that you will agree with me. Most of us prefer getting takeout. So Uber Eats is there, ready, ready to deliver. Okay, so you see, not only you, but most people hate cooking food in the morning, and most of us prefer getting takeouts, comida para llevar, or ordering, why not, food. Well, okay, so you see, these are examples of verbs followed by gerunds. Now remember that these verbs can be present, past, present perfect, future, etc. Let's suppose an example in future. You will enjoy coming to the park. Okay, so you see, it's future. You will. So please don't limit these verbs to the use of present, because many times students usually believe that these verbs followed by gerunds can be used only in present, which is not true. You can be using in present, in past, in present, in any tense you like, no matter which. Okay, because they are normal verbs. Well, okay. Now, another thing that we have that we saw last class was the use of certain phrasal verbs. We saw 5 of them, which are not exactly new because I think you saw them in level 3. But anyway, so the verbs will be find out, turn into, go on, turn out, run out, okay, find out, turn into, go on, turn out, run out, bring in, and pick up. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you remember these verbs. You must have seen them in level 3. These are phrasal verbs, and we use or we call them phrasal because they are a verb and a particle, which is a preposition, but in this case, we don't call them prepositions, we call them particles. Okay, so this is find out, turn into, go on, turn out, run out, bring in, and pick up. Could you please repeat this verb for me? The blue one.
Phrasal verbs: turn out, turn into, go on, turn out, run out, bring in, pick up.
Thank you, Robert. Very nice. One of the girls, please. One of the girls who wants to read out these verbs.
Sorry, Miss, I don't look. I have the microphone on.
Oh, no, that's okay, Robert, but I could hear
Yeah,
you
but I don't know why
on the screen.
my microphone is on.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. Don't worry. Okay, I need what? Maria, would you like to read them all just the way Robert did? Please.
Okay. Found out, turn into, go on, turn out, run out, bring in, pick up.
Very nice. Now tell me, class, which of these verbs means collect? In your opinion, which of these verbs means collect?
Pick up.
Which one?
Pick up.
Right, pick up. Also, pick up, for example, is when you learned something. When you learned, let's say, informally. When you learn something informally, this is also pick up. For example, children usually pick up the language from parents, right? Particularly mothers. Children, little children usually pick up the language. So they learned informally the language from mothers. Okay, thank you. Which of these verbs probably means continue? Continue. Right. The verb go on, which means continue, but also means happened. When you say, and you have probably heard in movies when actors say, hey, what is going on here? So this is what is happened. What is happening here? Well, okay, go on is a verb that means happened and continue at the same time. Now, which of these verbs you think means discover? Which one?
Find out.
Right. Find out is the verb discover. And so this is when we know something, and most of the times accidentally. For example, I have a friend who has another friend, and the friend didn't know that he was gay. And then one day he find it out and says, okay, so he discovered. He knew that the other was gay. Well, so this is find out, discover something accidentally. Which of these verbs you think means become? Which of these
Turn
verbs
out.
you think means become? Turn
Turn
out.
into.
And turn into, right. Turn into. Yeah, this is turn into. Okay, and then now, yes, we can probably have the other verb that means seem. Now, yes, is a verb turn out. Okay, what about the verb that means introduce? Introduce something into a place. This is like bring in, right? Bring in. For example, by introduce something, I mean when you sorry. Okay, this is when I mean, for example, bring in animals into the shop, bring in your dog into the restaurant. There are many places in which people can't bring in animals, so they can't introduce animals. And finally, we have the verb run out, which in this case means finish something. But what kind of finish? Not any kind of finish. Exhaust. Something. Okay, in this case, the verb run out is when we are finishing things that we can accumulate. For example, money. If you say my money is running out, so my money is like diminishing, so it's finishing. If you say my time is running out, so gasoline in the car. In a car, gasoline is a very good example. When you say that gasoline is running out, so this is the case. Things, remember that we can accumulate money, time, feelings, because you can say my patience is running out. Yes, my love is running out. Food, water. What else? Time, days, vacation. Why not? My vacation is running out, so it's finished. Okay, so all of these are phrasal verbs, right? Phrasal verbs that we can
I have a
use.
question.
Yes, dear.
We only can use that verb with things, or we can use with persons or animals. No?
No way. No, you can't say, for example, yes, I'm going to run out. No, definitely not. No, in that case, this is I'm going to kill you. I'm going to tear you apart. I'm going to eliminate you. I'm going to erase you from the map. Yeah, but not run out. No, this is exclusively for things and things that you can accumulate. Let me give you an example. If you say, for example, okay, let's suppose, check out if there is mayonnaise in the fridge. And then the person goes, open the refrigerator and says, no, it has run out. Okay, what? The mayonnaise. The mayonnaise has run out. Yes, let's suppose that this is a mini conversation. Check out if there is mayonnaise in the fridge, and then the other person goes, opens the refrigerator and says, no, it has run out. Okay, so that means that the mayonnaise, gone. Bye-bye. Yes? What happens? What happens, for example, when you open your wallet and then it says, yes, I ran out of money. I ran out of money. What does it mean? You have or you don't have money?
You don't have money.
You don't have money, right? So you don't have money. Yes, it's true. Why? Because your money ran out. Got it? Is everybody following me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a verb. Let me tell you that Run out is not the kind of verb which is sometimes easy to understand. No, but it's not that difficult. The only thing is that we need to know how or when apply it, and that's it. That's all what we need to know. Actually, if you ask me, you will see that I am using run out in two different forms. I am using it with the object and I am using it with the person. Okay, let me just this one. Okay, observe. Here I simply said here, run out. And here I am saying off. Well, okay, the verb is actually with off, but you don't always use it. In this case, off is not used, as you can see. Why? Because the object is before. But in this case, I am using the person. So that is why I'm using off, because the object comes after. Don't worry, we will see certain examples. Ready? Complete. Complete the sentences with a phrasal verb. With a phrasal verb of your preference. No, it is not true. Preference is not included. Okay, let us just observe these 5 mini examples. Let's suppose that I say, let me see. Okay, I just want you to observe these 4 sentences. I was planning that they were 5, but let me see if I can make another one. If I put another one here below, is it possible for everyone to visualize it? Is it?
Can you repeat the question, please?
If I write letter E here at the bottom of the page, you know here where the white screen is it possible for you to visualize it, Mr. Varga?
Yes, I see a letter E.
Okay, thank you. All right. Then let us check. I just want you to observe these 5 sentences here below. Okay, this one. And let us try to complete these sentences with a phrasal verb. One of these phrasal verbs that I've mentioned here. Come on, take a look. Come on, take a look at these 5 sentences. And let us try to complete. Change the color. Well, any volunteer?
Me.
Yes.
And the teacher said, hey, what's going on here? Why is everybody running?
Okay. So this is, and the teacher said, what is, Alexis?
Going on.
Okay. What's going on here? Why is everybody running? Thank you. So this is letter A. Any other volunteer?
Can try the letter C. Letter C.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, but you can bring in your cat. The thing says no animals allowed.
Okay, very nice. The sign, right? The sign says. Thank you. Somebody else? With B, D, or E? Anybody? Hello? Nobody?
I can see the B.
Okay.
You speak German really fluently.
Fluently.
Yes, I pick it up from my mom.
Right. And remember that in this case, picked will be Victor in past. I will pick it up. This is true. Thank you, Victor. Nice participation.
Miss, sorry, I think in the first one you missed the on.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Alexis. All right. See, D. Any volunteer with D? D and E.
The number D is 8, and turned out that the problem was not real problem.
Right. It turned probably in past. It turned out. Resultó ser, okay? That the problem was not a real problem. Thank you. E. Anybody?
Maybe found out.
Okay. Read the sentence, please.
What happened? He found out the truth.
Right. So he discovered in the end the truth. Excellent. Very nice, boys. Okay. So you see, these are examples of those phrasal verbs. And this is the way we use them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Any questions? Any problem before I remove the screen?